G'day, dribblers. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you with us in our very own Dungeon of Dribble for another episode of Take the Two. Just the two of us. How good. Just four out of shape, window licking armchair critics who have absolutely no idea how to string a sentence together. As you can see, we're minus one and a half tonight. Uh, we hear Vossi's off away, trying to build up his portfolio. He's at an auction trying to get another house in his name. So he assures us that he'll be back next week, but we're all used to him sitting out every now and then. So, and Frenchie's in his dungeon of dribble, floating around there somewhere. We hope to get his ugly melon back online very, very soon. So we'll move on first up to the keyboard cowards. If you've got something to say or you want to make a phone call, give us a call on 0487 658 696. First up, we've got Derek from Canberra. It's not your mate, is it, French?
I don't have any mates, so probably not, eh?
Yeah, okay. So he says, hey, deadbeats, that's probably the best potty you've done. This was last week. Okay, enough of the compliments. Frosty, I didn't know people in wheelchairs, balls don't drop until they turn 60.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not 60. There you go. Yeah, he knows me.
And then he goes,
Don't know
try and
him.
keep the squeaky voice to a minimum. Hurts my ears. However, I did love your weekly rap, especially the halftime scores really helped me.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Uh,
Oh, shit.
nice and firm right in the old midsection there.
Yeah.
Pamela
Ouch.
says, I've been commenting to Frosty, pretty crap he hasn't passed them on. I
Oops.
think the podcast is getting better every week. I can't take any of your tips as Frosties are so bad. And she also likes the idea of Uncle Bob about the swearing.
Mm.
So thanks for the comments. Obviously, Pamela needs to go to Specsavers to get new glasses and the hearing aids because if she thinks the podcast is getting better every week, wow.
Wait for tonight.
Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble.
There, there, there is some good news. We do have $24 up to the swear jar, so we're up to $24. So we'll spend that on something very nice.
Yeah, did we end up having a meeting about what we're going to do with that money from the swear jar? Or,
I think it's got
or
to pay some Telstra bills.
It's in my burning question this week, actually.
oh wow.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
I thought we could put it. We could have come to some sort of conclusion at the AGM. So I guess the next AGM we'll see. French will put together and put online and hopefully get some feedback about that
Yeah,
one.
definitely.
Uh, all right. So Frosty, you said you got an apology. You want to have a
No,
crack at that?
I've got an apology, and then
Yeah.
I've burning question. My apology is going to be to the Queensland supporters, hopefully next week when we beat them.
No, you've grown a bit
And
early
end
there.
up, well, we won't be on before the Origin, so yeah, hopefully we get up and win 2-1 and another series for us, baby.
What's wrong with winning 3-0?
I said 3-0, but 2-1 will do me.
They will. French, did you manage to have an apology or apart
Uh,
from tonight? Or was that
no,
next week?
no, not really. I've got an anti-apology. I just stick by what I do and stay true. So I'm not apologizing. I don't think I need to. I like being right, and well, most of the time I'm right. So I'm going to stick to what I know and move on.
Yeah, fair enough. My apology would be just for the AGM footage that French put together. The content that I added to that footage, I do apologise for.
You're
Uh,
an easy target.
yeah, well, if only I knew the camera was on me. and you blokes spiking me drinks. So, and the other apology, I suppose, would be I'll apologise on behalf of all of us. Well, Frenchie putting that clip together online and getting so many negative responses from his negative opinion on the Katoni Staggs mental health try / he thought no try. How many hits and comments did you get, French, off the top of your head? Do you remember?
I think they're up to 1.8 million views and at least 2,000 comments. So I probably put in 500 of them because people, just
Responding?
responding and fueling the fire. So that's why I'm in hiding and I'm not showing my face tonight in case someone's out to get me. So yeah, I'm gonna remain in my little dungeon of dribble.
You sure it's not a portaloo?
Kill two birds with one stone.
Why not? It sounds like it, that's all.
Dungeon of dribble or dungeon of shit? All right, boys. So speaking of dribble, what we'll do is we'll just quickly go on about the Origin coming up next week. So basically, New South Wales are forced to make one change with Barnett being out injured for, I think it was the rest of the season, and they've brought in Stefano Utokamanu. And then Queensland, they've hit they've shit the bed. They made these mass changes. So much for the old pick and stick. They've dropped Cherry Evans. They've dropped Beau Fermor. They've brought in Tommy Dearden to play 7. And the thing that makes me laugh is they've put their best player or most consistent player in Origin over the last 3 or 4 years on the bench is in Carrigan. And they've promoted Frenchie's mate Trent Liero to the starting lineup. So interesting times there. What do you reckon about that, boys? Still confident about the Blues, Frosty?
Yeah, obviously confident. I mean, I don't like Stefano. I would have gone with Kulamatangi, but I'm not the coach. And was it a surprise with DCE? Probably yes and probably no. I don't know. It's an each way bet, and I mean, surely Horsburgh's got to be playing.
Yeah, I agree with Horsburgh. Like, surely they need some aggression to try and give it to our big forwards. But they think they might play their smaller forwards to try and play a little bit quicker through the middle, but that's what they're trying to do in the first game. But silly mistakes and silly penalties come back to bite them on the backside, didn't it? So
Yeah. The other talk is too, they reckon that Horsburgh's got some mistakes in his game, but I mean, geez. Look at the first game. There was mistakes galore, so
probably the biggest mistake is the colour of his hair. What do you reckon, French?
That's a bit rough. There's nothing wrong with the redhead. I like him. I'd pick him. I'd probably get rid of Mo Fodawoka. I only just found out is that true that Carrigan's going to be on the bench? Surely not.
Well, he's been named on the bench, but you know what they do. They flick him around.
Yeah, they'll probably... You can't. You've got to pick Carrigan, right? To start with, he's a starter. You start him off. Even though Liera's... don't get me started on Liera. No, I like it. I actually don't mind Queensland this game for some reason. I think everything's against them, and no one expects them to win. They've got an 8-point start. If I'm going to have a bet, I'm going Queensland with an 8-point start. That's it. That's probably going to be my bet. I'll wait till kickoff before all the changes come and make a decision and pull the trigger. So watch those odds fluctuate.
Gamble responsibly.
No, don't.
I reckon you're a weak gutted dog, French. You're picking Queensland only because Vossi's not here and he can't attack you. So you are weak. You should be manning up like I did and cop it front on from him.
Hey, you know what? Got the right decision in the first game. So second game, it's over in Perth. Don't forget that. And if you know what, you're getting a good price. I think it was $3.25 just to win for Queensland. So it's not too bad, but yeah, it's I haven't locked it in yet. Still got a week to think about it.
Still got a week to do a lot of things, haven't you? a few
Pay
running
my,
repairs, hopefully.
pay my bills if I'm out of hiding.
Get out of the Portaloo.
And go to Spotlight.
Or Bunnings.
All right, Frosty, you got to give us your burning question.
My burning question is, you blokes, instead of putting money into the multi, just put it straight into the bloody swear jar now. And then we've got money for the Christmas party at the end of the year.
Yeah, right. Listen,
I think
I mean, so far so good, but last week was just terrible.
my bet got up. So yeah,
Bet.
I don't know.
We're
In
talking
the
about the
multi.
swear jar. Yeah, so did mine for once. But
Well, who's went down?
we can always go back and look on the app.
we'll get to that later when we do our Take the Two multi, but
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm happy to chip in $500 so we don't have to talk about it.
Ooh,
That'll get us through half the season.
that'll get us through about probably 20 minutes of footage, I suppose, of the AGM video. What do you got, French? You got a question that burns?
Yeah.
ooh,
I do have one.
Yep.
Do you reckon the moon landing? Do you reckon it was fake? Like, do you reckon we actually landed on the moon?
I don't know. What brought that
yes.
question on?
There's a movie you can watch
Oh,
called Capricorn 1. Watch that.
really? Well,
Yes.
why does the flag wave around where there's no gravity and there's no
Yes.
wind? How's that work?
And Shadows Over the Moon. As I said, there's a movie called Capricorn 1. It was only just on again World Movies just recently. Have a look at it. It'll debunk all your theory.
No, I don't think so. I think it might raise more questions. Fully?
I fair dinkum can't take that question serious, especially about that. And I can't even see your face. How can I take anything you say serious tonight?
Well,
I was going to say, you're still there?
there are a few kilos lighter on the moon, so that's why I want to go.
Oh, wow.
You don't weigh as much.
Do you know how much it costs to get to the moon?
No, how much?
Because maybe we should use the money in the swear jar to pay for your trip so you can rack off.
Or even Mars.
Oh,
Sarah, surely we get a cheap flight somehow. All right, so my burning question, boys, it's a bit of a. I'm sticking with the theme. Who would you rather be? So the question is, who would you rather be? And it's in a press conference right at this minute. Would you rather be DCE, David Fafita, or a typical Queensland supporter? What do you reckon, Who would you rather be, Frosty?
Probably a Queensland supporter, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can hear all the burning excuses.
Yeah. Well, DC is just going to flog it off. Like, where are you going next year? Still hasn't told us. We're halfway through the year. No. Fafita, always missing. Is he playing first grade again or not?
No, refuses to.
There you go. So you have to just go Queensland supporter.
Yeah, right.
yuck.
Mm.
Yuck.
That's
If we could see, you probably got a cowboy shirt on, have you?
I do.
Or a
I'd
Titans.
much rather be. I would much rather be DCE. He's at the end of his career. He's loaded. He's got a family. He's just kicking back. He's probably set for life. Much rather be him. David Fafita, he needs a new contract and he needs to get one. So he's not that old. Much rather be DCE. Legend.
And you'd be able to handle the questions about getting dropped for Queensland, you reckon?
Well, he doesn't care.
He'll just fob it off
think-
like Frosty said.
Do you think he's that concerned? He's 36. I think he's 36. He's got other things on his plate. Leave him alone.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Well,
What do you got?
I'd rather be David Fafita. Get $1 million a season. Don't have to play first grade. Don't front any media. Nothing. and it it doesn't look so bad because his team's going rubbish. They're coming last, so there you go.
His face looks like an old leather boot.
At least we can see his face.
Fair
Nice.
enough.
Nice.
All right, so we'll move on. Frosty, you want to do a really quick and snappy recap of the weekend just gone?
Always. Yep. I don't really want to talk about the first one to tell you the truth, but yeah, Knights 26, Manly 22, a nil 16 at halftime. The TV nearly copped a hiding.
Derek will be happy with our halftime update.
No. Storm 38, Cowboys 14. It was 18-4 at halftime. Paps took the 2 in the 73rd minute. Back to the first one, we all actually took Manly. I've written it down. I don't know why. We all took Manly in the first game, and we've all took the Storm in the second one. On to the third game, which was Friday night. Dolphins 56, Dragon 6. That was a bit of a surprise, the score. Yeah. 28-2 halftime. Val Holmes took the 2 in the second minute. Vossi took the Dragons. The rest of us took the Dolphins. Another one, surprised. Sharkies 10, Waz 40. Halftime, it was 10-12. Luke Metcalf took the 2 in the 26th minute.
It's just me and you doing the old signals.
Yeah, it's all good. The rookie took the Waz, so good luck to you, buddy. The rest of us took the Sharks. Broncos 44, Titans 14. 28-0 at halftime. We all took the Bronx, so we got that one. Raiders 36, Bunnies 12. Halftime, it was 6-12. Latrelli took the 2 in the 9th minute. Big Papa got the 319 games, which was good, and he got 2 tries and a goal, so good on him. Rookie took South, and the rest of us took the Raiders. You'd be gutted over this one. Tigers, 14, Panthers 18. They were robbed. Halftime it was 10-all. Nathan took the 2 in the 54th minute. There were some dodgy calls there. You wouldn't be happy.
You get used to it when you won
Yeah, I'm
3
sure you
spoons
do.
in a row.
We all took the Panthers, obviously, and the Doggies 30-10 to the Eels. So Vossi took the Eels, obviously, and the rest of us took the Doggies. So
That was Vossi's special, wasn't it? Was it a
it
special?
was,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
Yeah,
looks
13
like
it
plus.
was.
looks
Yeah.
like a right old fool now, doesn't he? Oh well, it's not probably why he's not showing his face.
Could
So,
be. Mm.
What a coward.
geez, that's rich.
He's at an auction.
Yeah, wow.
Mm.
All right, so time to who needs to pull up their socks? Frosty.
My team, mate, the Manly Sea Eagles. Like, to get beaten in the last 3 weeks by Para and the Knights is, Jesus, killing me. And then to be leading 16-0 at half time last week, and jeez, hard to watch. Get rid of the coach. No
Oh,
good.
that's a big call. Who are they going to bring
No,
in?
I don't know. Bring back bloody twos. Even get Desi come back. Jeez. What about Peter Peters for that matter? Yeah, it's killing me. Absolutely killing me.
You know what? Fancy Newcastle being down 16-0 and getting booed by their supporters,
Mm.
and then Manly just couldn't ice it. Oh, geez, it was really bad. It was really bad to watch, to be fair, that second half. I thought, how's this team going to win? And then, yeah, Manly, as I said, couldn't ice it.
No wonder DC got dropped.
You see the one he kicked out on the full?
No.
Oh, that's right. You would have went to bed at half time.
It was either go to bed or smash the TV. So I went to bed.
Geez, you've been going to bed at half time a few times lately.
I have. I have.
What a
I'm too
true
passionate,
story.
unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. All right, French, who you got?
Titans. Everyone involved in the Titans, Desi, Fafita, the senior players, all of them, absolutely all of them. They're too good a team to only have 3 wins at this stage of the season. They've had 3 wins out of 12 games, I think. That's horrible. And their roster's all right. There's nothing wrong with their roster. I'd have been in my top 8. But, like, come on. You're better than 3 wins. That's Tigers territory. So
Thank you.
pull your socks up, pull your head in, and get Fafita on the field. Make him play. How do you have the option of not playing? So pull your socks up, boys.
Yeah, the worrying thing about that, they've signed AJ Brimson for 5 years, Jaden Campbell for 5 years, Keanu Kinney for 5 years, Tino for 15 years or whatever it is. Fafita's on, $1 million a year. Yeah. I understand if it was Desi's first year, but they're actually going worse this year in his second year than what they were last year, which is a bit disappointing. I thought they would have. Well, I think at the start of the year, I have to go back through the old footage, but I think I had them sneaking in the top 8. But as you know, my tipping this season's been woeful. Not as woeful as some, but it's been pretty bad. So
You're still flying.
But yeah, I definitely agree with that. The Titans need to pull up their socks. So
The best part is your mate, old Gordon Tallis, mate. What is he on the?
is he an ambassador
He's
on the ball or some
yeah, well,
rubbish?
yeah.
Yeah, still defends him to the hilt.
He sure does.
Yeah,
Quite funny.
I think he's with all his crap opinions and all that sort of stuff. He's sort of losing a bit of credibility, wouldn't you think?
Yep.
Especially in our book.
Absolutely. Get him off the Foxtel as well. He's had his time.
I assume you're
Move on.
shaking your head there, French. I just can't quite pick it up.
Take your
Yes,
mask
I
off.
My pull up the socks this week. I don't know when the last time you boys went to the footy, or French. I don't know when you went, but Frosty's been with me a couple of times. But to me, this week it's got to be the DJ at the footy games. We're trying to be like America and play all the music and whatever. So this music's pumping, trying to get the crowd going, and then they take a kick off. The halfback or the 5'8" catches the ball, passes it to the front row off the back fence, and the music's still playing. And I think, how annoying is this? I said, everyone wants to come and watch the footy, not go to some sort of concert. And then the other thing, the other day that I noticed, the Tigers they went early for a captain's challenge and lost it. And the Tigers were the home team. And then the DJ plays Another One Bites the Dust. And I thought, we're the home team. You're supposed to be playing good stuff and whatever. But it was like he was slapping them in the face with that because they lost the challenge. And I thought, oh, my God.
It
So,
started in the Big Bash, didn't it?
yeah. But I can get it in the cricket because it's over and done with. Like, there's plenty of time in between overs and stuff like that. But like, not with the footy. Like, I get it at the start before, like, entertainment before the kick-off, half-time, because they don't have the cheerleaders and all that sort of stuff anymore. So you're basically looking at kids having running races up and down the field, a bloke trying to, kick goals or drop goals or whatever.
Mascots tackling each other.
Yeah, well, no, that's during the game or after the game. But yeah, so
no, you're right.
To me, the DJs, I want to swear, but I can't afford to keep tipping in. I'm trying to save me money for the multi.
Yeah, sometimes when South play, glory to South Sydney, the home team plays that if South win or Souths are coming out. Like,
oh, really?
I don't know. I've heard it.
They've been doing it with the AFL for years, though.
Yeah, but it's your home
At the
team.
end of the game, if the home team, whatever team wins in the AFL, they've been doing it. They've been playing the bloody.
See, I don't agree with that. Like,
no, I don't like it either.
If it's your home team and they win, that's fine, but not.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
you're right, Frenchie. It's back in the day, and we keep saying that, which is terrible. But if the away team would come out, they'd get nothing but booze.
Yeah, that's it.
And then the home team would come out, obviously, and then they play the music, and
that's it.
What used to happen back in the day was the home team would absolutely saturate the away team's dressing shed. So it was freezing cold, so they didn't like getting changed and warming up or whatever. But these days everything's all comfortable and they get a
Yeah,
cuddle and all that sort of stuff. And
that's it.
all right, Vossi. So we'll move on.
Vossi,
Vossi,
shoot.
sorry,
Mm.
Frosty. We'll
Yes,
move on to this week's team. So basically, what we'll do, um, we're not going through all the ins and outs.
yeah, there's a shitload of them.
Yeah. So uh, first up, we've got the Sharks first. The Dragons. The Sharks $1.32. The Dragons $3.43. What I'll do, I'll give my tip. Um,
Yep.
both teams are going rubbish. The Dragons are probably worse. Kyle Flanagan's been picked again at 7, so on that, I'll go for the Sharks.
Can you remember last week how we
Well,
struggled with a couple of the games?
yeah.
It's worse again this week. Like it's
Well, just before you boys give us your tips,
mm,
just on that note, there was I think fifth place in between fifth place and 12th place is 2 points in between us. That's how tight it is, and
yeah,
how messed up some of
yeah,
these results are, and how hard it is for
mm,
you boys to tip. So
yeah. On the ladder, yeah, obviously it's for and against.
yeah.
So you could be eighth, but realistically, you at the moment you're 13th or whatever it might be. So is it going to make any difference once Origin finishes? Hard to say.
You might get a couple of teams that might fire up, and
But I went back and looked at last week, and you're saying to me without confidence, and it was without confidence,
yeah.
and it's worse again this week. It's just terrible. But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to go the Sharks. I don't want to. I stuck with them last week, and they shit me. They were terrible. But yeah, no
Yeah,
confidence.
Sharky's probably bounced back. Dragons got done by 50, but you can't tip them. Not the way they're going, and they've got nothing. They can't deliver anything, and occasionally they pull it out, but got to go Sharkies.
Three of us are on board with the Sharks.
Mm.
Then on the Friday night, there's only one game this week. The Titans at $3.48 versus the Seagulls $1.31. To me, that's pretty short, but I'm guessing they're short because the Titans have been rubbish.
Mm.
What, Manly have been better?
Well, but
Not by much.
Manly get all the turbos, the gerbos, and the flurbos back this week. DCE's probably got no pressure on him because he doesn't have to try and lose his Queensland jersey because he's already
No, but
lost it.
he's still got to impress Roosters though, doesn't he?
Well, who knows? So
Oh, jeez.
on that note, I've got to take the Sea Eagles, boys.
Yeah, I'll take the Seagulls too, with no confidence.
No confidence
Yeah,
at all this round, eh?
they make it hard for us to tip them, don't they? But you still got
Yeah.
Olaquatu and DCE, the Turbos. Surely they have to pull it out.
Mm. They should put
They have
50
to.
on them, really, when you look at the two teams.
Mm,
But will they? I
yeah,
don't
no. Golden point.
know.
Yeah, 6-all.
Mm.
First up on the Saturday, we got the high flying Knights at $2.85 versus the Roosters at $1.43. The Knights still too inconsistent for me. If I ever pick them again, it will be with no confidence whatsoever. Roosters have got a few out through Origin, but I think the last time they had it players out of Origin, they didn't go too bad. So I'll take the Roosters this week.
Isn't this a funny game? Like, probably years gone by, these two teams would have been decimated with Origin players.
Yeah.
And this time around, they're hardly. But Sammy
Mm.
Walker's back, supposedly, isn't he?
Yes. Oh,
Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he probably needs to run, but I'll go the Chooks.
yeah, yeah. Can't tip Knights. No one's tipping the Knights, surely. Two in a row? No chance. Give me the Roosters.
Good
Fair
on you,
enough.
Vossi.
Straight between the eyes. Bang. Then the last game on the Saturday, the Cowboys at 2.45 versus the Dolphins at $1.56. Cowboys are missing a couple players, but as in Dearden, Nanai, Cotter, whoever. They get, I understand, Tamalolo's back and Cliff the Stiff. So he'll
Mm.
straighten up their attack for you, French. The Dolphins are coming in a bit of form. Not, I think they're only missing the hammer. Is that correct?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
So on that, I'll have to take the Dolphins, boys.
yeah. Dolphins for me.
Yeah, take the Dolphins. Zero confidence. I think the Cowboys are all right though. Like they're missing a few, but I think they've proven they're a bit of a team. Like they're not pushovers. So give me the Dolphins.
But
One.
Cliff the Stiff's giving you some confidence, has he?
Hey. Oh well, now that I think about it, Dolphins 1-12. Cliff the Stiff will throw an intercept, and probably that will change the whole game. So, uh, Cowboys halftime, Dolphins full time.
Ooh,
Oh wow, that should be pretty juicy, maybe.
gamble responsibly.
Yep.
Nah, stuff it. Refinance. And then the last game of the round on the Sunday, we've got the Rabbitohs at 276 versus the Doggies at $1.45. So, who are the Rabbitohs? The Rabbitohs are missing Latrell.
Yep.
Is Keon Matangi,
Yeah, don't know. Yeah,
or does
because
he
they got
get
the
No,
released?
well,
he's
probably. Yeah, possibly.
so
Yeah.
he's named, but Burton's not named because Burton's 18 for the New South Wales. So Burton's not named at all. So
Yeah.
Galvin's 6.
Okay, so yeah, the Doggies obviously have got missing Crichton, um,
Mm.
Yep.
and Burton,
And
and
Kiraz has been called up. So
yes, so he's on standby for Toto.
Again, will he be
mm,
released? You don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they've got obviously Max King. Um, is
Interesting one too. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. I was just looking at the ins and outs. Campbell Graham, first game he was in the 20.
18th man, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he was in the 20, so where he was exactly, I don't know. And then they bring Shiraz in. Like, please, I don't get that. But anyway,
Just on that,
mm.
I would have put Campbell Graham on the wing if Toto's out. But
they're saying Cody Walker's out.
oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't know what the go is there. I was just looking at the NRL. Oh, so yeah, you got Max King, don't forget as well. So
Yeah, yeah,
and Kurt Mann. So
yeah. So they're missing a
Mm.
few.
mm,
So that definitely
they get
brings.
Jake Turpin.
Oh, yeah, I watched him
Is
play
that
reserve
all I
grade
got?
last week.
Is that all I got? Yeah, I don't
And
think
what
he
do you
was that
want?
good. Oh, I thought I'd get a laugh. Blake Taff was pretty good
How
last
come you
week in
always want
reserve grade.
laughs?
Because that's what
It's got to be natural. People laughing. They're not.
I.
You don't have to ask them for it.
I thought it was funny, but yeah.
It probably was to you.
But you rate Jake Turpin? You going to take him to the Tigers? No.
He's all
No. Okay. Yeah.
So on that note, I'll take oh wow.
Yes.
I
Toss
was
of the
gonna I was gonna
coin.
say the dogs. Surely, yeah, surely the dogs. Because they've got Lockie Galvin now, so
right.
he's all the rage at the moment, so we'll take the dogs.
I've gone rabbits, but yeah, no
Oh,
confidence.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
buckling. You're buckling, eh?
Mm, yep.
Ever since I watched that Matty Johns show about Lachlan Galvin, I just think he's the world's best player.
Oh no.
I, I only, but that's the thing. I only watched it 46 times,
Yeah.
so
44 for
um,
me, I think.
I'm I'm still undecided. But with the Bulldogs having so many utilities, they can just put anyone in any position. Give me the Dogs. 12, yeah, 13 plus. Why not?
I couldn't watch that episode because my internet was playing up, so
You're lucky. It was terrible.
and the buys this week are Broncos, Raiders, Panthers, Storm, Tigers, Eels, Warriors, Bears, Kumals, Bradford Bulls, everyone. They've all got the buy this week, boys. So, all right, so we can't do Super Coach because Moneybags isn't here this week, so we'll defer for another week. Move on to this week's Take the Two multi. Or last week, I think we got 3 out of 4, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Vossi let us down. Is that correct?
I think it was.
must
Yes.
have.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least
Usually,
let's have
mate.
to hide to show his face. Oh, I shouldn't speak too soon,
Who was
should
his
I?
tip?
What was his tip?
I'd have to have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
the
have a look.
Sharks, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Went against me with my special wise tip, of course.
all right.
It's
So we'll
fine.
move on to this week's multi. So Vossi wanted the Roosters off scratch. What do you take,
I'll
Frosty?
take the Sharkies.
Dolphins. Yep.
You got Dolphins. French, who'd you say? Sorry.
Sharkies.
Sharks.
And I'll have to go. Who did I say? Um, yeah,
Who'd you
that's
say?
I put down Panthers and they're not even playing.
Wasn't that last
Wow.
week?
Jesus. So I've got
Mm.
to.
Go Queensland.
No. Oh, wow. Cheese Dolphins.
Anyway, while you're waiting, I've
Yeah, I'm
got a
just trying
quiz.
to. I'm trying. All right. I'll
How
take.
old?
I'll take the dogs. Sorry, I'll take the dogs. Is that right?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. So
hmm
you got a quiz for us? Have you French?
I've got
It's
a
just
quiz for
one
you too,
question.
French.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Yeah, I wanted to get
Been,
you back on what you got us. So anyway, do yours first.
I've been made redundant. All right.
Hope
No,
so.
just one. Oh, I was doing a little bit of digging around, and I just thought, how old do you reckon is Stephen Crichton?
27?
Fully?
24.
He is 24.
There you go.
So I just thought it was a
Awesome.
bit because he feels like he's been around for quite a while. He's won three
Mm,
comps. Yeah,
mm.
so he's 24. He's never going to win that. Oh well, I thought he went to the Tigers. Um,
Thanks, Chief.
he's 24. I think he turns 25 later in the year. So yeah, I just thought I'd stump you. Didn't.
Yeah,
Is that it?
yeah.
I just said one.
So I
Huh?
wanted to get you on a quiz,
So quiz.
Frenchie, after you got us the
Sorry, a
week
quiz
before.
doesn't
Yep.
really
Mm,
go for one question, does it?
yeah.
My quizzes do.
Mm.
It's more like a burning question. What do you got,
It's
Frosty?
not
Well,
burning.
so mine are, where did they debut? Because he got us last week, so I wanted to get in with a couple.
All
Well,
right.
three,
Go
actually. So Carl Lawton's the first one.
Uh,
Titans.
Okay, very good.
wow, good one.
Epi Coruscant,
North Sydney.
South.
South.
North Sydney.
South.
North Sydney.
Cameron McGuinness.
He
He
was a
was also at
dragon, wasn't? Oh, dragon?
Dragons.
Nah, dragon
Dragons
or
and South. South.
South. Yeah,
yeah,
Also
very
South.
nice.
you didn't do too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that went down like a
Mm.
That
lead
was
balloon. Well
hard.
done, boys.
Yeah. Got to fill in the time with one missing, so
Yeah, wow.
yeah.
We're rolling for it. It's pretty good.
Mm.
I'll be able to have me meat pie soon, and it won't be like a brick.
I thought it was hot dogs.
All right, boys. It's time for take the two joke of the week.
Two for
Frosty.
me.
Oh,
So
here we go.
you wanted
Uh,
two. Who's gonna pick them
Oh,
and
we
who
got to
ain't gonna
guess.
pick them? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So
Apologies.
yes, thank you. So a man walks into a lawyer's office and asks, "How much for a consultation?" Three questions, $150. Kind of steep, isn't it? Yeah. Now, what's your last question?
That wasn't yours.
Okay.
no, I think it was.
Uh, why
50-50.
why are nurses always running out of red crayons? Because they often have to draw blood.
Nah, that'll be yours.
It was very good. Hmm. Hmm.
What do you got, French?
So, my girlfriend and my sister have been wearing the same perfume. I'm finding it kind of weird
Oh.
because now that I'm attracted to my girlfriend.
It's like kissing your sister.
Do you do a favour, kiss your dog instead?
Oh,
Oops.
while we're while we're going deflated, I'll throw mine in. What do you call a Chinese billionaire?
Ooh.
Cha-ching?
Cha-ching!
Very good.
I wanted to try and say that quicker so I didn't get cut off, and might have beat Frenchie on the old.
No, we got told you got to hold
Yeah.
back, even though I didn't know it, but yep.
Yeah, you're
I'm on
supposed
the dial-up.
to. Speaking of dial-ups, Frenchie, just an update on the socials. Have you got it in front of you?
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, everything's going really good. My AirPods died and
No death threats.
everything's going good. So get on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. It's all going down. And I don't know, just give us a comment in the comments and get in touch with us on the phone number there. I don't know what it is, but it's on the screen.
It's
In
on
the
Have a
the
little
middle.
screen.
look.
Mm.
And if someone's got a photo of French, can they send it through to 0487 658 696 just so we can update his video there? That'd be good. So, all right, boys, that's another week of Take the Two done and dusted.
We better do both.
Directly straight out of our dungeon of Dribble.
Oh, he's back.
We hope you've enjoyed your brain-numbing experience. Good luck with your tipping. Hopefully, your team gets flogged. And just remember, boys, if you're ever in doubt, give your sister a kiss. See you next week, boys.
Yeah.
Go to Queensland.